Hey everyone, welcome to the Final Wager. I'm Keith Williams. Had 4 very different games to close out this week, and surprised there's only one Final Wager situation, which I'll talk about at the end. I do kind of want to run through the other games because all of them were very fun to watch. Had Tuesday's exhibition game with 3 super champions, all of whom were having fun. Ken was having fun, clearly trying to rub in the fact that he's won more games than anyone else in Jeopardy history. And it was delightful to see they left that little blooper in the final cut. It's always funny when they have to bleep things out on Jeopardy. Wednesday's game, Amy Schneider just very slowly and steadily built up a huge roll. Not really wagering a lot on daily doubles when she found them. She didn't need to on that last one. Kind of weird to see both, well actually all 3 daily doubles in the second row across the game. I know Tyler was hunting very hard to find them, and there's some alternate universe in which he finds both of them back to back and pulls a Roger Craig or an Eric Hasek, whatever you want to call it now, and takes the lead going into final, but didn't work out that way. Thursday's game I'll come back to. Friday's game, man, that true daily double wager, I mean, Andrew, he had 3 true daily doubles, but that last one, 16-8, that's just absurd, coming from a guy who was scared to wager 4,000 on a daily double where he should have wagered 10,000 or something. Major props, man. That was really cool to watch, and just the sound in the studio of everyone gasping was really cool. Don't get that very often. But let's talk about Thursday's game with Sam Buttrey, who is quickly becoming my favorite player. In the lead with 23,000. Matt Amodio, 16-8, John, 12-6. Not huge daily double wagers. I mean, Sam had that 6,000 wager, but this was most of this was from just getting clues off the board and not from wagers. So just impressive totals. So we'll go through the calculations here. If Matt doubles up, he's going to have 33.6. So Sam's going to want to wager 10,601. If he is wrong, he's going to be left with 12,400. So, I mean, John could wager up to 200. Matt could wager something smallish as well. But I've talked about this before. When second place is closer to third than they are to first, they're in kind of a tough spot, because to cover John's double up, Matt's going to have to wager something like, was that like 8401? Seems about right. But if he gets it wrong with that wager, he's going to be left with 8,400, 83.99, which is going to be below what Sam will have if he wagers correctly and gets it wrong. So in that case, Matt just might as well wager everything. Now there are some mind games at play. If Matt thinks that Sam's going to go for the lockout wager and he doesn't want to cover John because he thinks John's going to go small, like this 200 wager, that's 12.8. So he could wager to stay above that, or a 39.99. I like the 39.99 wager. I also like the 0 wager that he ended up going with, because it effectively does the same thing as wagering 39.99. It didn't matter in the end because Sam got it right. But I think Matt was playing his odds. There have been some tough Final Jeopardy clues. This one happened to be pretty easy, especially compared to Fridays, which is like, okay. But yeah, Matt made a good wager. I'm sure there's some like James Holzhauerian talk about, oh, he threw the game. No, it was a perfectly good wager. I would like to see like 39.99. I think would be better, just because a lot of players will go to cover by $1 the person who's in front of them. So trying to head that off is often a good play, but I have no problems with that wager as it turns out. I am super excited to see these finals. I don't know that I have a favorite. I think you can make arguments for all 3, obviously. It's hard to get to the finals, and all 3 have played really well. I think I feel like Sam has the deepest knowledge base. I don't know why I think that. Amy is clearly pretty deep. Andrew, gutsy as hell, and also very deep. I think I'm going to pick Andrew in this one, but it's really close. I'm kind of pulling for Sam, but I'm just excited to see at least 3 more games of really good Jeopardy with 3 excellent players. And maybe they'll give me something to talk about over the next week or maybe even longer. But in any case, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. I'm sure you are if you're watching this. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. And I look forward to seeing you here next time on the Final Wager.